It's a really fast-paced coffee shop. There's a really good vibe going on at all points in time.
It's kind of more dispersed. You got like more different types of people, and because a lot of, especially coffee shops, will have like one set crowd, and they're the only ones that are ever there. And here you get a lot of change from week to week.
We have a lot of laptoppers. They're folks that, for one reason or another, are wanting to find a place to come and spend some time.
And they work from here, you know, like my friend Jerry over there, who I mentioned before, is here every single day and runs a successful business. And I mean, at least to the point where I know he can always afford his cappuccino.
But then there's a lot of personal things that happen here too.
I just liked the feel of Red Rock a lot more than the other places. The other places were like not as kind, and when you're in the music industry, kind people are far and few between, so it's nice to find a place where people aren't jerks.
And the way it all began in the beginning with our group was Highway Community Church was looking for a way to reach out to the community and not always have to have people come to them, but also be a place where they're out in community.
The fact that it's a not-for-profit coffee shop called out to me. The fact that they have a hand in the community and that they do a lot of good for people, and that it's not like it's not your average place. I could tell that there was a lot of room for growth, and that they had a really a passion about coffee and not just about business.
The original owners may have had a different purpose for this place, but we wanted to run it as a nonprofit.
What it comes down to is that every year, like a fund, we put money into a fund, and then it's donated to various charities. So pretty much everything we make over profit is donated to a charity of our choosing.
And I guess the criteria for choosing them is we do want it to be a nonprofit. We want it to be something that serves a need in the community.
It's all absolutely local, like for instance, like baseball teams or like kids groups, you know, things like that, to help the community thrive.
I picture in 10 years, we've got 10% of our budget dedicated to nonprofit stuff, and there's actually someone whose job it is to manage all that. That'd be cool.
That's a great way to communicate with the community, period.
People want that third place. They want to feel like they can go someplace where maybe they don't know your name yet, but there's a familiarity.
And Steve was running an open mic right across the street, so I just decided one night, well, I'll go over there and see what it's like.
And we said, sure, come on in, come on and play. And little by little, people began to trickle in. For 6 months, we had about 5 or 6. After a year, we had about a dozen. And after 2 years, suddenly there was like a critical mass or critical threshold. And suddenly we had more people than we could actually put up in a night, and it's been that way ever since. We don't care how old or young they are. We don't care if they're male or female. We don't care what race or religion, or even if they're very nice people. We don't really care. We try to make sure that every single person is given a chance to express themselves and really have a chance to show their voice and be heard. It's my conviction, and that of the other host as well, that what's missing in the community is an opportunity for people to actually show up and be who they actually are, instead of having to yield to this pressure to be who everybody expects them to be.
At an open mic or a coffee shop, they actually listen to you.
People actually shut up and they listen to whatever's being done, whether they like it or not. They listen just in order to show support for the performer, because it takes a lot of courage to get up there, especially if you've never done it before. We even have a few people that come in that have never performed. They just love coming to the Red Rock because they said it gives them a sense of community, and they like the feeling, the energy, and the warmth of the place.
Got a lot of friends here that I don't see anywhere else.
We're trying to be that venue that people want to come and play. We're trying to be that venue where people want to hang their art. We don't charge a commission to hang paintings or artwork or photos.
I have a lot of showcasing of art. Usually we have 2 or 3 things from artists from around the community, either in that section or upstairs. and it's actually a place that they can hang and actually can sell their paintings if they so choose.
We try to reach out to people based on just everything that's important to people. If music's important to you, we hope to make Red Rock a great place that way.
Well, you get to experiment. You meet people, you know if they're here, they're interested, and if they're playing, they're like just trying to get out there, and yeah, you start trying things that you wouldn't normally try.
Daniel said, you know, we should play a song together or I'll just freestyle some music. So he made up some music on the spot, and then I just sang lyrics and melodies on the spot for like a good 5 minutes maybe, and then somebody came up to us afterwards and was like, that was a great song, like if you could, like, you know, do you have a recording of that song? We're like, no, like we don't, we just made it up on the spot. And I don't know, that for me sort of sums up kind of my experience here, 'cause it's very spontaneous and very fun, and there's not a lot of, it wasn't like a real venue where you had to be super entertaining for something. There weren't any standards.
It's kind of interesting because she played jazz fusion and I played country. So we put together a band or a duo, and we played what we called Confusion, half country and half jazz fusion.
It's really all about relationships and how people connect through their passions and through how that can be borne out, how it can be seen here.
There are a few in the area, but none that really have the vibe of Red Rock. You know, that's kind of an open, a very welcoming, come in, have a cup, enjoy kind of thing.
This is really much more like community in action, where people come in and they discover that this person that they were hiding from themselves is not only acceptable, but is actually quite popular and quite well received. And whether they get acceptance or rejection or something in between, they realize that they're actually getting a genuine response from people to who they are. And that was what I was trying to do all along. It's not a music venue. It's an attempt to get people to relate to each other and to realize that they don't need to get something from outside. They don't need to get something from the TV. They don't need to get something from the radio. They themselves have this value, and that if they share that with each other, that's enough. That's plenty.
I think this is a culture that's really chatty online, but face to face, there's just nothing that can really replace that. They just want to have a conversation. The first step in that is just establishing a relationship. Just say hello. It's kind of simple, but it's difficult to pull off. I like when we can connect people. Brendan, for instance, and loves interacting with people and loves making it a great experience for as many people as possible. He's just a great example of a guy that can really express well his passion for coffee through the product that he creates, and he articulates well and teaches people and brings them along.
When I first got to Red Rock, I definitely enjoyed drinking coffee. I've always had my coffee black. You know, I've never needed like cream or sugar in it or anything, but I really developed a taste for all the different types of coffee, and through learning how to make drinks, developed my skills. And I don't know, this culture of coffee, I guess, is it's where I've found my home. I mean, like, I love doing it, and it's really a great experience every single day.
Just be authentic. Just be yourself. Actually be yourself. That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what everybody wants from you, is to be who you actually are, to actually risk showing up and being who they actually are. And suddenly they get this thunderous, applaud and this tremendous reaction from people who are craving, hearing someone just be who they actually are. And it's just, you wouldn't believe it. It's fantastic.
Red Rock is awesome. Come to Red Rock. It's a great place to do your work, to socialize, to have a meeting, to enjoy your coffee.